Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash, sort of Season 7, but mainly Season 8. Yeah, we're already there. So we're in the final stretch for this season. There's only 4 episodes left, which is just crazy to think because it does only feel like, I know it's such a cliche, sorry, but it only feels like it was yesterday when we were getting those updates every now and then about certain delays in filming due to COVID or whatever it might be, which in turn were delaying the release for, or the release date for season 7, let alone it only feeling like a couple of hours ago in which season 7 actually premiered and we're watching what was meant to be the end of season 6. Like, time is moving way too fast nowadays. Someone's got to fix that. Anyway, as I said, there is only 4 episodes left, and those 4 episodes will be the Godspeed arc for this season, which of course does seem very, very short, and as if they won't get enough done in that time. Because if you think about it, the Force storyline had 7 episodes, technically 8, if you want to count that Abracadabra episode, which did, factor in some of that Force storyline within it, which, yeah, don't worry, I can see that as well, that there's only 4 episodes. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of time, but it is best not to judge something until it actually ends and you get to see how it all plays out. Maybe 4 episodes is the perfect amount of time. We don't know. I think most of us, and hopefully all of us, will enjoy it. I guess it just depends whether 4 episodes will be satisfying enough or if there should have been an extra episode or 2 or 3 or so thrown in there just to make it a bit more solid and flesh things out a bit. But yeah, we're about to start it, so we'll know fairly soon. But of course, as I'm sure most of you would already know, The Flash was renewed for Season 8 earlier in the year, along with a bunch of the other DC TV shows on the CW, or just CW shows in general, which wasn't a surprise. The thing that we weren't too sure on or sure about, and that could be a surprising thing, was the actual time in which Season 8 would come out due to the clogged schedule that the CW has for the rest of this year. There's a lot going on because shows were delayed, and they couldn't just find a place from the beginning half of the season, so they got pushed back to the end. There's a lot of shows going on. So Stargirl is yet to premiere, and Supergirl has a lot of their episodes to air, and they both have 13 episodes to show us. Stargirl has a 13-episode season, Supergirl has 13 episodes left in its run, and they won't start those 13-episode runs until The Flash as well as Superman and Lois finish this season, which won't begin until August 10th. So 13 episodes for each of them starting August 10th. Actually, I think Supergirl might start a couple of weeks later, but specifically for Stargirl, because it's taking The Flash's time slot, they start August 10th, so there's a 13-week window until The Flash can start. So that's going to carry them through the normal premiere time that The Flash would normally have, which is in October. However, they did release the information we were curious about, as well as how specifically it would play out. So The Flash Season 8 will be premiering on November 16th this year, which is of course a late start date, especially when you consider the fact that they have to do or go on a Christmas break where they don't show episodes, and that carries on over the first 2 or 3 weeks of the new year. But as we already know, they have a plan in place. So The Flash will be airing 5 episodes from November 16th from when it premieres through to, I think it's December 14th, which will act as like a mid-season finale of sorts before the Christmas break. Even though it's not the middle of the season, I don't think it's going to act as a mid-season finale. At least I don't think it will, but who knows? Now, these 5 episodes will serve as like mini crossovers with different heroes from the Arrowverse and potentially beyond the Arrowverse. We don't know exactly how it's going to play out in all 5 episodes. And from what we know, it's a hero from each, like a hero in each episode. So one episode will have one hero, the next one will have another, etc., etc. Now, Black Lightning is already a character that is most likely showing up. The actor who plays Black Lightning, Cress Williams, has already said that he's been in talks. He's the only one that we know has been in talks, but you'd have to expect that maybe Superman would appear, maybe Stargirl if they can make that work because of the multiverse stuff. But that's all to be confirmed. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure we'll definitely know who's going to be in which episode, or who's who is going to be in just the crossover period in general, because they'd want to advertise it. But I don't think we'll know that they might leave that till Fandom, because DC Fandom's in October, so they could honestly leave that information until then and make it like a big surprise. But then again, they would have already started filming by that point, which we're going to jump into the filming side of it eventually in this video. But we'll probably know through just set photos and stuff who's in them, unless there's like one episode which is a big surprise that they didn't film publicly or something like that. Now, the big thing around season 8 is that we don't know how many episodes there will be specifically. The standard of recent seasons before COVID went hello has been 22 episodes per season. I think that was the first 3 seasons that had 23, and then the rest after that had 22 before COVID. However, due to delays in filming, there are only 18 episodes this season, but they are planning to start filming season 8 pretty much around the same time they normally would for a normal season. The issue is that they are airing later. So, is there enough time to air, 22 episodes, or specifically the rest of the 17 episodes of that 22 episode season in the back half, starting at the beginning of next year? I'm not too sure, because another 18 episode season actually does sound likely due to them only airing 5 in the first period of the season, because usually in the back half, or at least, after the mid-season finale or mid-season break, you would air like 13 or 14 episodes. So 18 minus 5 is 13. They're left with the amount that they usually would air in that back half. But once again, that is a wait and see sort of situation, because we aren't the ones who make the decisions up. COVID itself has sort of created these weird situations. They're trying to get back to normal. It's up to them. I would be putting my money probably on an 18 episode season for next season. But who knows? They might try and push it up to 20 at least, or maybe 22. But as I said, it's a wait and see. I'm sure we'll learn soon enough. Now, The Flash is scheduled to start filming at the end of July, apparently, so in about a month. Grant Gustin is filming a movie in Canada, or in Vancouver, so he didn't really even leave after the Flash finished filming, so he's pretty much filming that Netflix movie and then jumping straight back into season 8. I saw, there was like an interview I saw on Twitter or something where he said like, it's the shortest break I think he's had between seasons, but he's not really having to move because he's already there, so he's sort of accustomed and I guess comfortable at the moment. But yeah, so they're meant to start filming at the end of July. It could move into August. The big issue around them actually starting at the end of July, even potentially the beginning of August, is that what they've had to do recently or during COVID is that if you flew into Canada, you had to do a 2-week quarantine. However, they were going to lift that quarantine by July. So you could just fly in, fly out if you wanted to. It would have made guest star appearances much easier. And also the people on the show at the moment who are in, say, America, whether it's LA or New York or wherever, wouldn't have to do a 2-week quarantine when they arrived in Vancouver to do The Flash. So they wouldn't have to arrive 2 weeks earlier, or the production wouldn't have to delay its stuff for 2 weeks. However, that quarantine lift and it disappearing might not be happening. So they might still have to do that 2-week quarantine when they fly in. So due to this, some filming might be delayed by up to 2 weeks while the cast of the shows do that 2-week quarantine if they are flying in from outside of the country. Obviously, Grant Gustin's already there. He won't have to do it. But people like Candice Patton, Danielle Panabaker, Jesse L. Martin, all those characters that are there, and those people that will be in season 8, they will have to do it when they arrive. Now, the big thing about this is that, for example, they've been saying that Bart Allen and Jessica and Nora Allen and Jay Garrick are going to be in the beginning of next season. This might impact due to their schedules, because they apparently all these shows were basing their start dates off the fact that there wouldn't be a 2-week quarantine. That's what's being said. So this could throw a spanner in the works. It could potentially impact the crossover episodes at the start as well, because if they want someone who is not already a part of a show in Vancouver, such as Cress Williams who plays Black Lightning, would that actor or even the studio be willing to do or fund 2 weeks of quarantine for 3 or 4 days of work? It puts a question mark over it. I guess if they really, really want it to happen, they'll do it. There's examples with shows that have to do quarantine at the moment anyway, that they've done that. But I know, I guess I'd have to just toss up whether it's worth it. But the last thing, because people have been asking, will season 8 be the last? And I'd say about 99% of the time, you learn whether something's going to be the last season, or a particular season is going to be the last season before they start filming, which I said is set to be around the end of July. That's when they start. So we should know by then, most likely, if it will be. I'm not saying as soon as they start filming that and they haven't said anything that's it, but 99% of the time, that's usually the case. The only thing that has come out publicly of any validity about the future of the show is that Grant Gustin said he was in talks for contract renewals for seasons 8 and 9 to upgrade for 2 seasons, which makes sense, as they would always try and upgrade in blocks of 2 or 3 years, not just the 1 year, because it can put them in a bit of a pickle. But yeah, if we don't hear anything by the time they start filming, we should assume season 9 is on its way as well. I'm not saying that confirms it, but we should assume. But we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Like, we don't know. We're not the ones making decisions, as I said earlier in regards to other stuff in the video. It's up to them, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome. You could drop a like on it, show support. Let me know in the comment section down below. What are your expectations heading into season 8? What would you like to see? Do you think that the end of this season might specifically lead into it, or do you think it might just be a bit of a teaser leading into season 8? Let me know your various thoughts and opinions down there in the comments. And of course, if you're going to enjoy, if you are new to the channel, that's the thing I say. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.